Hello, YouTube pipe smokers. Welcome to another late night video. Sorry about not having a top on. I've tried to angle the camera so it's not too offensive. For some strange reason, when I came in the house and I sat in the kitchen, it's absolutely sweltering in here, really hot, like sitting in an oven, which is weird because it hasn't been that hot all day, but it seemed to have just warmed up at night for some bizarre reason. And I could sit here in my work t-shirt and be sweating, feeling uncomfortable, or I could just say what the hell, take my top off and film. But you have to be careful because I had one quite nasty troll who kept commenting and seemed to get quite obsessed with the fact that I had hairy shoulders. At first I thought it was just general insults, but after a bit I said, look, this is getting a bit obsessive now. I'm flattered but I'm not interested. I am smoking my falcon pipe that I call my Irish stout pipe for obvious reasons. If you compare it to a pint of Guinness. So I'm going to be drinking a Guinness anyway, again. The main reason is because I've made a sale on eBay. Obviously, I collect beer glasses, and this beer glass is one that I've had since, oh gosh, was it 1989 I think it was, when Guinness sponsored some Rugby World Cup. Oh, it's got it on here. Oh no, 1999, you probably can't see it. 1999 Rugby World Cup, and there's like a little rugby ball on there. So I've sold this on eBay along with a mini replica Guinness rugby ball that I've had for quite a while. This again had roughly about the same time, so nice little replica rugby ball. And I think it's somebody in, might be Australia or something, I don't know, because I'm just going by the codes on the global shipping thing. So I thought before I send it off, I'd have one last drink in it. Oh, in my little pipe, I'm smoking some Peterson Wild Atlantic, which is obviously English blend, as you probably know. I'm not that mad on English, but I am sort of acquiring a taste for it. I do enjoy it from time to time. This tastes just like Samuel Garwith's Squadron Leader to me. This should be a proper pint glass, so it should be well big enough, and then some for a can. As I've said before, some glasses were designed for the cans, but that's close enough, isn't it? Leave that just in the foreground there. When I got the Peterson Wild Atlantic tobacco, I'd intended to smoke it in my Peterson Atlantic pipe 221, but in the end, because I wasn't so mad on this and I did really like this pipe a lot, I wanted to smoke one of my favourites in this. So this pipe is dedicated to Sam Garwith Cannon plug. And you can really taste it's ghosted, this pipe, so it's a good job that it's dedicated to just one pipe. Very ghosted. Good health. Talking about the 221, I think last time I was talking about my grandfather's two pipes, and the one I decided was definitely a 221 model, even though it's not on there. But I've been working on that today. I don't know if you remember any of the videos I made when I first had it and how yellowy the stem was. But I've been working on it a bit. It's not completely finished yet by a long shot, especially the briar's not shiny and glossy enough yet, but this is where I am so far with it. Not very good light, I do apologise, but the stem is almost as good as I would have expected. You know, if it was a newish pipe. And the briar, I actually cleaned it with something that must have been abrasive, and it took off the old shiny coating, that whatever it was that was on there, and it took it right to as if it was bare wood. And I've had to use all kinds of things just to put the dark colour back in, and then I've used things like special furniture polish, and then I've used beeswax and that to try and get a gloss on there. But if anybody's got any advice on how to get it so it looks sort of, excuse me, it looks more like a proper shiny polished briar like that, other than the slightly matte, yeah, drop a comment in or something, help me out. But I'm quite happy with that. It's not like, at least now I wouldn't be ashamed to be seen with it in my mouth and smoking it. And it has got a proper, I think it has a proper sterling silver collar on as well. And I'll have to put some original flake in, because apparently that's the closest to the digger flake that I used to smoke. The glass, I think I got that from years and years and years ago. I filled out some questionnaire or something by Guinness, and then it said, do you want to be put on a mailing list or something like that for offers and that kind of thing? And I said, yeah. And then for several years after that, I kept getting little freebies through the post. A lot of the time they were really sort of cheap little freebies or offers to be able to buy something at a low price. But one of the freebies I got, I'm still not really sure of it. It was like a little inflatable paddling pool advertising Guinness Extra Cold. I don't even know if they're still doing Guinness Extra Cold. I'm not big on that, but the other day I acquired off somebody a Guinness Extra Cold glass. It says there at the bottom, Guinness Extra Cold. And that kind of sits in there, but I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if you're supposed to put anything in there or it's just a novelty thing or whatever. But two things coming together that was designed to. Yeah, all kinds of little funny freebies and gifts, some interesting, some not. That is, there's some kind of poster in there and a bit of a tongue-in-cheek advice on how to enjoy the perfect pint of Guinness. I know what else I was going to say. This pipe, which is, as I say, was one of my favourites, although I wasn't over impressed with the coating on the briar, because they brought out a more matte version because the gloss kept bubbling on the first batch that they brought out. But I do like the stem a lot, and I was smoking this at work the other day on my break outside, and something happened. I ended up dropping it and it bounced across the table and hit the floor, and you can see there quite a nasty little dink in there. It doesn't look too bad on the camera, but it looks a bit worse. And oh well, it's one of those things, isn't it? Puts a bit of age to it, but anyway, I keep letting this go out. To be honest, as I say, I'm not a big fan of English. I do like it from time to time, but right now I'm sort of enjoying it, especially with the Guinness. Burns very well. But then I have had it jarred up for quite a while. It's quite dry in the jar, without being bone dry, not too dry, but just right really. Well, we've reached that magic 12.5 minutes, so I'm going to carry on enjoying this. Thank you for watching, of course. I have to get this glass washed, packaged up, posted off, and then think about the next video. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.